Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. I am where I'm supposed to be, all finished with my jet lag. So, without further ado, let's continue. All right, so first thing I'm going to read on is the new King of Denmark. Just as I did with King Charles' coronation, I'm going to do a 1 year reading for the monarchy of Denmark. Let's see how the very first year King Frederik the 10th is going to do. And I'm going to do this just as if it was a birthday reading. Now you'll notice a lot of things have changed. I'm in a completely different spot than I was before. I've brought as much as I can along with me. And it's only for a couple of months, so we're all right. We're all right. We'll get back to the normal tarot table by March, and everything will be in perfect order. All right. King Frederik the 10th of Denmark. King Frederik the 10th of Denmark. What's the first year going to be like? And a lot of my stuff is folded up, and I have tried my best to get the folds out, but unfortunately, everything I've tried hasn't worked, and I'm afraid to iron this as it's polyester. I'm sure somebody has some great ideas for me. I've tried spraying it, putting it out in the wind. Unfortunately, it was packed up pretty good and tight, and let's just see if the wrinkles will just come out on their own naturally after a while. But yeah, if you have any tips on how I could get that out, I was thinking maybe a damp towel. I'm afraid the steam might fade it though. Anyways, King Frederik the 10th of Denmark. First year, cards are ready. Oh, interesting cut. The fox. Ooh, I wonder if that's his brother. Bouquet. Well, he's definitely got some happiness coming. Whip. Yeah, whip and fox. This isn't going to be easy. Child. That almost looks like his oldest boy, Christian. Child. Key. Clover. Have some luck. Book. Garden. Child. His older and a younger child is going to create some problems. Ring. Woman. Well, there's Mary. And the anchor. Yeah. Mary is definitely his anchor. Man, there he is. That almost looks like him, doesn't it? Isn't that crazy how these cards do that? All right, let's get into the read. First of all, his first quarter is going to go extremely well. Extremely well. In the second quarter, he's going to be a little bit lucky, but somebody's going to try and trick him with something. The third quarter, he's definitely going to have trouble with his children. Or I wonder if it's his niece and or his nephews that lost their titles last year. The fourth quarter is going to be all about Mary. She is definitely the anchor of this whole operation. Even though he's here as the man, as the underlying, yes, it will all be about him. But his children and his wife are going to play a big, big part of it. Somebody's going to want to trip him up. Is it his brother? It could be. Sometimes the younger child could be a younger sibling. But look we have Mary here pointing like, get out of here, right? Look at her pointing, get out, we don't need you. Overall, their marriage is absolutely fine. I did another reading on them, and it was all a nothing burger. All a nothing burger. There was nothing going on whatsoever. Their marriage is fine. Their marriage is rock solid and very, very happy. They have a great relationship. Don't buy into those rumors. I've done a reading on it, and they're fine. I'm just looking here, what else? Yeah, something about a child and some kind of opportunity, but we don't know what it is. The book is closed here, is going to create some kind of controversy. We'll definitely have some kind of controversy going on here. We don't know what it is just yet. I actually, look at that, what that child's holding. Like one of those chest badges that royalty wear. I wonder if one of them is going to come and try and become a working royal, perhaps. I saw something that, you have to think the queen had her two sons working, have other family members working with her closely, and actually with his brother's children getting their titles taken away, he is basically down to his oldest son, who is only in university or college or whatever the equivalent is. He's only 18. That's the only working royal he has. His brother has gone abroad. He works out of France and the US as a diplomat, as a Danish military expert. So he's not a working royal. His children aren't. He has a very, very thin working royals entourage, for lack of a better word, or court as they call it. I'm wondering if one of the children are going to try to come back. The oldest one, he's actually quite handsome, and I believe he's a model of walking, not Frederik's. So his nephew. He's actually quite handsome, and he was a model. He was a working model, and he's a count now. I wonder if he's going to be coming back. I wonder if he's going to want, ask Uncle Frederik for a title back and to become a working royal, because I believe that's what he wanted to do. I'm not sure exactly why the queen took their titles away, the prince and princesses. They're just now counts and countesses. But one of the children are going to create some kind of controversy, some kind of issue, but in the second half of his reign this year. So if we call this January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, so it will be this summer. There'll be something will come up with the children this summer. It'll be upsetting, be definitely upsetting, with the fox and the whip here and the book. We don't know what it is yet. I think one of them is going to come back and want a title or something. And it's almost like Queen Mary is like, no, go back to where hence you came from. But she's definitely his anchor. Their marriage is fine. Don't believe any of that. All right, let's go a little bit deeper here into his reign. Looks like he can do no wrong. The first quarter for sure, right up until April. He's going to be very, very lucky and loved, and he can do no wrong. He won't make one wrong step. And then something happens here in May. Things start to become a little bit rocky. Something's going to arrive that he can't see coming. He can't see coming. But the year ends up. Mary is quite supportive. She'll be the star of the show by the end of the year. First half will be the king and his new role. And then whatever this controversy is around the children, she comes to the rescue, and she will be the star. King Frederik. King Frederik the 10th. Cards are ready. Sorrow, yeah, on the fox. Something's happening in May, I'm telling you. Woe on the bouquet. Well, that's his mom leaving. I mean, it wasn't... Oh, and look at that's even on the 14th. And he did cry, didn't he? There was pictures in the paper of him crying on the bouquet. And that's, if you can see, that's a number 14. Number 14. Yeah. Court, yeah, something is going to happen this summer. Great fortune, great fortune. Deep thoughts on the key. Prison on the clover. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Good gent on the book. Okay, so that could be an advisor. Ooh, thief on the garden. House on the child. Parlor on the ring. Yeah, their marriage is going to be amazing. Long road. I love that on Queen Mary. That means she can do no wrong for the next 2 years. Next 2 years, she's going to be the belle of the ball. Marriage on the anchor. I love this. They're under the siren one. That's the female. So yeah, here they are, man and woman. Their marriage is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. They do have something here with the children. I'm not getting that it's their children though. I'm getting that it's somebody else's child within the family is going to create some kind of controversy, get into some kind of trouble. We have the theft card here, the sorrow, and the house. So it's somebody within their family. So think of the house as the Ten of Pentacles, like the extended family, and the parlor is the Ten of Cups. That's their intimate family. So that would be Frederik and Mary and their children. And the house is everybody who lives in their house, and they are the house of Gluckenberg, I believe, or something like that. And so I think there's something here, and it's been coming for about 2 years. This is my 2-year card. So if it's on a good card, that means you have good luck coming up for 2 years. If it's surrounded by bad cards, it's either things that have been developing over the last 2 years, or it will be 2 years to clear it up. So if there's some kind of controversy or something around one of his family members, a younger family member, may hang around for at least 2 years. Yeah, that's about all he's got. That's about his only problem is his something in his extended family. He'll be feeling the loss of his freedom around April as well. Again, as Crown Prince, he, he could do a lot of other things that people wouldn't recognize him, or especially outside of Denmark, he was more free to do other things. But all of a sudden now he's king. He's going to notice that his world closes up quite a bit because he's king, right? So security is tighter. This and that is tighter. You can't run down to 7-Eleven in your pajamas once you're king kind of thing. He's going to find that after this little honeymoon period he has, that he's going to realize the reality of what has happened is going to hit him sometime in April. He does have a mentor, this good gent, and it almost looks like his father, but I know his father is not alive. There's somebody there that is offering a hand in solidarity, in giving him a really good piece of advice. And the book is closed here, so we don't know who this is. He might not even know who it is. It could be somebody who comes to his rescue later at the beginning of the summer and says, here, let me give you a hand about how we can do this. If so, for example, King Charles, right? Especially if he has to start dealing with these wayward children, maybe he leans a little bit on King Charles, like, okay, so how did you do it when your mom, I mean, she didn't abdicate, but you took over after your mother was, on the throne for many, many years. And how did you handle this? And how did you handle that? How are you handling other family members creeping in? I think we'll see maybe some connection here with somebody like King Charles. I know there's other kings like in Sweden and Norway, even Holland, the Netherlands, but there's somebody there he's going to lean on who's a bit older than him. 10 to 15 years or more older than him. And I don't believe those monarchies are. I believe they're all closer to the same age. There'll be a lot about their marriage this year, but it'll be showing happiness and intimacy and togetherness, and that's not a show. These cards are telling me their marriage is absolutely solid. Their marriage isn't going anywhere. I don't believe that's why the queen abdicated. I believe it's her health. I did a reading on that. And that might be part of this sorrow as well. Prison can sometimes be a hospital. And clover can sometimes be medication. And with this sorrow, I wonder if she's not going to, if there's something seriously wrong with her, and maybe that's why he was crying, because he knew. He just knew. Well, it looks like he's going to have a good year, except you can't control your family. You just simply can't control your family. And he's going to start to learn that very, very quickly. All right. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be back. I'm looking forward to doing all of these great readings, and as soon as I have a nice, bright, sunny day, I'm going to start to do some of my readings down by the sea. Won't that be nice? All right. Take good care. See you online. Bye for now.